Thank you, Joan, for that history of your ancestor, Elizabeth Tate, your great-grandmother, who truly was a pioneer. J.D.T. McAllister, that's John Daniel Thompson McAllister, was the one who wrote the handcart song, which we all learned when we were in primary. In 1856, when J.D.T. McAllister was a missionary in England, he wrote the handcart song. It is addressed to those European converts who were contemplating the difficult journey to Utah by handcart. And this song was meant to encourage them, and it reflects the hope and persistence of those handcart pioneers. Now, a performing group under the direction of Cassidy Jones is going to favor us with the handcart song. The members of this performing group are all descendants of the Tates, the Days, the Terrys, the Hunts, the Algers, the Holts, the Barlows, the Brackens, and the Bowlers. Cassidy Jones performing group, the handcart song. Thank you. J.B. Morris came to Enterprise first in the fall of 1895. Morris hauled saw logs from Pine Valley and he and John Day began building the first Enterprise home on lot number 16. Mr. Morris thus gained the honor of driving the first nail that went into a home built here in Enterprise. Mrs. Morris could relate many a hair-raising tale of experiences during those first lonely years in Enterprise. In the environment of sagebrush, rattlesnakes, coyotes, and jackrabbits, Margaret Deseret Morris, the first child to be born in Enterprise, made her earliest cry in the world. Now a direct descendant of Deseret Morris, Alina Simpkins Ogden, is going to tell us a true story about rattlesnakes.
On April 1st, 1896, the wife, Sarah Meeks Morris, came from the Meadows where she was teaching with her 3-week-old baby, Mary Jane, and 2 older children, Hiram and Bernard, and moved into the little cabin that was practically hidden by 6 to 8 foot brush reaching almost to the eaves of the house. One afternoon, she left her baby sitting in the sunshine on the floor near the door of the cottage and went out to help pile the brush that her husband was grubbing from the ground. When she came back to the yard, she saw a large rattlesnake on the floor within a foot of the baby. Sarah Morris quickly walked in, picked up the baby, and put her on the bed. By this time, the snake had slithered across the floor and curled up under the kitchen range. Sarah then took down the shotgun from the wall and made an end of the rattlesnake. Many of the obnoxious creatures the women folk killed by means of oak sticks while their husbands were in the fields or away from home working.
Rattlesnakes probably invaded more than the Morris home with our early settlers. William W. Hall was the first rancher to settle on a homestead at the mouth of Shoal Creek. He built a home there and moved in on April the 6th, 1896. Early Mormon communities were noted for their love for good music and the effort spent to find and develop such talent as was in their midst. William W. Hall organized the first choir, and he had practice in his home. Amos Hall organized a dance orchestra and furnished music for community dancing. And now direct descendants of William W. Hall and Amos Hall, members of the Marvin Hall family, are going to do a dance for us now, the Virginia Reel, a pioneer dance. Thank you, Morgan Hall family. You brought a smile to the face of Brother William Hall. He would be proud of you.